Cricket ground this afternoon again gave the game a finals type atmosphere with over 70,000 in attendance. Over the last couple of seasons there's been no love lost between the two sides, with first of all David Cloke and Jeff Rains crossing to Victoria Park, and then the Tigers retaliating by signing Anir, Walsh and Craig Stewart, and that trio joining more former Magpies, Wally Lovett and Neil Peart, down at Punt Road. Last year, however, the Woods won both their encounters, but even though Collingwood have won 5 out of 7 this year, Richmond's form of late has shown a great improvement with wins over reigning Premier Hawthorn and last week in Sydney, a gutsy effort to down the Swans at the MCG. Our replay tonight begins at the start of the final quarter. With me in the commentary box is Lou Richards, and the difference in the score, some 22 points in favour of the Tigers.
We begin the final quarter at the Melbourne Cricket Ground with Collingwood trailing by 22 points, 63 to 85 in our match of the day. A huge crowd here at the Cricket Ground. Can the Magpies come back? They've trailed pretty well all afternoon. Abernathy from the centre circle, a wild hand pass. Tackle by Wall, a little bit too high, and a free kick going to Collingwood. Be taken by one of their better players, Tony Shaw. That could have been a 15-metre penalty. Now it's play on. Cloke at half forward. The awkward style of the vice-captain, up to full forward, off the hands of the pack. Russell puts in the body, and umpire Morrow has decided on a bounce 5 metres from goal. Richmond have answered most of the challenges that the Magpies have thrown at them. A goal here would be a great boon to the Magpies. Shaw over the shoulder, snapshot is pretty good. It's a goal.
Hey, that was bad luck for Richmond because the umpire got in the way of Big Lee going for the knockouts, Pete. Well, we could see that again in replay.
You make your own luck, I suppose. Let's take a look at it again as Mike Patterson goes for the cigarette.
Yeah, see the umpire go out and run into Lee. Lee couldn't get over to contest the knockout with Derek Shaw, so he grabbed it.
Well, Derek Shaw making the most of his opportunities and putting it through for his first goal. Coming back on is McAllister, and going off is Russell. An early move swung by John Cale. A minute and a half gone, 85 to 69 at the Cricket Ground. The Magpies swing into attack again through Brown, up to half forward, underneath the ball, Mervyn Kane. He's again played a very serviceable game. Up to half forward, too long for Jess. Phillips is there with him. Who's holding who? Knock on by Phillips, picked up by Egan. Over to Rioli. Rioli up towards full forward, and Taylor could even dribble through for a behind. Yes, it is. It's through for 1 point. One behind to the Tigers at the 2-minute mark of the quarter, 86 to 69.
Waiting for the ball to come back into play. McCormick to bring it back in. Of course, he's put up a pretty good show against Taylor, the amount of times that Richmond have gone into attack here today too. Punched on by Williams, didn't attempt to mark that one. To go for the ball over towards Williams, he ducks his head but gets the hand pass out. Good play out to Brown, and Collingwood go back into attack again. At the back is Shaw, goes the punch out towards Peart. It bounces right for the Richmond centre half back, boots it long, but there's no one there for Richmond, and a mark taken here by Williams. Oh, there's a dangerous one over to Allen. Back it goes to Shaw, in a bit of trouble. Back again to Rains, another long hand pass to Phillips. Phillips is going to have a long shot at goal. That's not a bad sort of a kick either. I think it'll be a goal. Yes, it is. So the Magpies back in business. Good play as it turned out. Could have been dangerous. 12 goals, 14. 86 Richmond to Collingwood. 10-15, 75.
Next on Seven's Big League, today's footy bench.
On Seven's Big League from the Cricket Ground, 3.5 minutes gone, final quarter, 11 points the difference.
And the Magpies back with a show. There's Williams weaving his way through the pack, a hand pass coming out wide to Abernathy, overruns the ball. He goes down, the umpire's found a free kick, a little bit doubtful that one. Abernathy, Collingwood go back into attack, a long kick up there towards the full forward. Was that Shaw flying? Couldn't hold the mark. Strawn's grab. It's a hand pass out there to Jeff. He's been shadowing Dacos all day very successfully. Is the mark taken there by Francis. Francis with a short pass. Coming in to meet it now is Egan. Egan's kick is up towards the half-forward line, and Richmond go back into attack. Chance for Cloke, and he's grabbed the ball there on that half-back line.
Cloke right at the point of the square. Played a very serviceable game for Collingwood today against Lee. Phillips. Toomey in pursuit. Roach, he's been quiet today. In front, Big Lee. Too tall for Morwood. In fact, just about too tall for anybody. On centre wing, the skipper, Rollings. Short pass. Wally Lovett takes the mark in front of Miles. He's right on the practice cricket pitch area. It's very slippery over there, actually, in these dry conditions. Gets his footing and a good kick up the full forward. Taylor is the flyer at the back. Williams, hurried hand pass to Taylor. Away go the woodsman now. Abernethy on left half-back flank. Looking for some clear air. Through he goes. Stewart, safe in defence, takes the mark. I don't know whether Dacos is fit or not. He's certainly not moving well. Lee couldn't do much about that. Morwood on centre wing was Allen. Back to Williams, well caught. Onto Banks, one of Collingwood's best players, and a towering punt kick up the full forward. In fact, it's a score. No, it's not. It's out of bounds. Must have covered 55 to 60 metres, that kick. Craig Stewart will bring the ball back into play.
I think they've got Williams in the centre, and I think Rains could be on the forward line. Punched out, gone, Pete.
Up to half forward, and Walsh, or half back it is for Richmond. Is Walsh out of bounds? I think he might have been. That's pretty close to the boundary line, and Allen. It was out of bounds, so we will see a boundary throw in. It's at right half forward for Collingwood. Crowd has certainly come to life in this final quarter.
No, I think they're ruck roving Williams, and Rains is still in the centre. I'm not too sure about that move, Pete.
Well, Williams is used to that position. He can cover a lot of ground. Another boundary throw in. In fact, it's 6 minutes gone now in the quarter.
Ball out of bounds on Collingwood's half forward line. The difference still 11 points in favour of the Tigers. Derek Shaw against Lee. Lee grabbed that one nicely, gives a hand pass out there to Kane, ran into a bit of trouble, but still gets the hand pass to Francis, fumbles the ball. Now he's got it. He's played a great game today. Back it goes to Walsh. The ball driven back there towards the Richmond half-forward line with a good mark to Collingwood's Miles. Over it goes to Cloak. Another hand pass to Allen. Oh, there's a dangerous one to Shaw. Taps the ball on, goes after it again. He's played a fine game again today, this little fellow. Goes for a pass out wide towards Morwood. He's pretty well covered. No, it's McAllister at the moment. Back on the ground. The umpire's found a free kick. It'll go to Richmond. Strawn at half back. So Strawn to take that free kick. Goes for a pass. A player left unattended. It's Rollings on his own. In away from Allen. 11 points the difference. We approach the 7-minute mark. A short pass coming up. And it'll be out of bounds. Taylor kicked that one and goes across to the umpire, hit him in a place where he doesn't like being hit, I should imagine, and he was very nice about it when he said he was sorry, but the damage was done. Ball back into play again. Oh, nearly a free kick to France. Oh, little Neville Shaw overran the ball, picked up by Francis again. Toomey and Roach gave her this one. They both get under it. There's a go now for Phillips. Oh, good play on the part of the Collingwood centre half back, and a beautiful pass marked here by Tony Shaw back there on the wing position. No doubt Collingwood are playing a lot better. There's another pass coming over to his brother Neville Shaw. He's clear. Gets a hurried kick down there towards the full forward position. And the umpire's calling play on as the ball comes out from Landy. Back over to Wall. A short pass out wide to Lee on his own, and Richmond take the ball away from the danger zone.
Big Lee from the point of the square. Shepherded by Walsh. He's still going. Not still gift material, but well done, Mark Lee. Rioli up the full forward, and Taylor. McCormack in front. Taylor looking for a free kick and gets one.
Got it.
Not much doubt about that. He was being held, as we'll see here on the replay, right there and there. Taylor on the boundary line has kicked 2 goals, 5 so far. A few of those have been from similar positions, the behinds I'm talking about. Can he make any improvement here? 11 points the difference so far. It's not a goal, it's one behind, says the goal umpire. So 2-6 against Brian Taylor's name. 12-15 to 10-15 at the MCG. The mark of the term. Getting underneath it and taking the mark is Phillips. 15 kicks to the Collingwood centre half back. Is that a mark? No, out of bounds, says the boundary umpire. Huge crowd here appreciating this very close tussle. It's been pretty close right throughout the day. Richmond have led right throughout the game, although it hasn't been a great lead. Neville Shaw, right centre wing. In fact, he's a little bit further down than that. Long kick, Peart in front, has it stolen away by McAllister. Morwood goes in. Peart got one a little bit too high. Scooped out. Richmond, can they get out of trouble? Landy, short pass in towards centre field, looking for Egan. Francis, one of the best on the ground, over to Jimmy Jess. Jess chips it up towards right half forward. Wally Lovett is there, spilt the mark. Miles right there with him. In goes Francis. Well shepherded by Lovett. Francis steadies, and that's a steadying goal for the Tigers. Peter Francis putting through his first goal, but he's been a great kick getter. 13-15, 93 to 10-15, 75.
Well, he's played a great game, Francis. Fine game. Watch Lovett spill that mark, but the ever-ready Francis pounces on the ball. Had to brush an opponent off, steadied himself, had the second go, and finally put it through for a very handy goal.
That goal by Peter Francis was his 19th kick. We're at the 10.5-minute mark now of the final quarter. 3 goals in favour of Richmond.
18 points the difference. Cloak against Lee. Knocked out by Lee again. Oh, beautiful play on the part of Egan. The Tigers go back into attack again. It's a long kick down there. Taylor at the back trying to grab that, but McCormick won't have a bar of it. Umpire said it was on his shoulder. He's played a fair game against Taylor, even though Taylor's had quite a few opportunities. Oh, that's a bad kick by McCormick, but luck of him, little Neville Shaw takes the mark. He's got a paddock to run, and he takes full advantage here. Now boots the ball across to centre half forward. Peart goes the punch. Pouncing on the ball as Wall. He's been a handy player down there in defence too. Out there to Rollings, creating the loose man pretty well. Gets away from Rains. A long kick down there towards centre half back. Punched away by Toomey from Roach. Going in to pick it up now is little Shaw out to Brown. Brown slips, but he regains his balance again and goes for the long kick. But there's Peart in the way. Rains at the back. Williams lost sight of it. Picked up by Egan again. Richmond playing with a lot more confidence. Back it goes to Phillipson, doing a great job. A hand pass to Taylor. Taylor with a long kick over half forward, but there's no one there for Collingwood, and Landy takes an easy mark. No, that was Kane, I should say. Now it's to Landy. A short pass. Lovett picks it up on the half volley. Back to Francis again. A pass coming up to Taylor. He's pushed McCormick out the way. The umpire says play. It's Cloak and Taylor going for it now. Taylor's after it. He pounced on the ball, but it beats him over the line, and it's through for 1 point. It could be a pretty handy one, that one too, because it puts them 19 points in front. 94 plays 75 in favour of the Tigers, just over the 12-minute mark. And Richmond, to my way of thinking, Peter, are looking a little bit better at the moment.
They've answered all the challenges so far as Beers comes back onto the ground. In front is Tony Shaw. Neville Shaw grabbed when not in possession by Rioli. Now the latter gets a push in the back. Still it's play on. That's okay. Picked up by Rioli. How did he do that? Up to Taylor. Lee shrugs one tackle. Has a shot himself. Oh, the big guy's gone close. One behind only. 95 to 75. It's a difference of 20 points. Richmond consolidating their lead. Out it goes to McCormick at half-back. Morwood in front. Can't take the mark. Rollings. He had a bad first half, but playing well now. Rollings up towards half-forward. Wally Lovett. Right on the practice wicket area. Wobbly punt kick into full forward. Taylor and McCormick. Oh, McCormick had him by the arm. And that's what the umpire has paid. No doubt about it. We may be able to pick it up on the replay. There it is.
Oh, got him all the way.
It's an arm lock, isn't it? So a foolish free kick given away there by Peter McCormick. Taylor, 2 goals, 5 or 2 goals, 6. 2 goals, 6 he's kicked so far. Behind tally in the scorecard, looking like a picket fence. He's had plenty of opportunities, BT. 15 metres out, shouldn't miss this surely. And that's what Collingwood didn't need. Taylor putting through his 3rd goal. Sevens big league scoreboard from the MCG. 14-17, 101. The Magpies 10-15, 75. 101 to 75. Richmond looking the goods.
Looking the goods all right as we see the ball knocked out by Lee again. Taken away by Lee. And the umpire will ball this up for sure. It'll be a ball up down towards Richmond centre half forward position as we see Williams try to get away from the pack. Collingwood not looking that good now as they trail by 26 points into this quarter by just on 15 minutes. There's a hurried kick that time by Cloak towards Banks. Banks in front takes another mark. That's 9 marks for the match he's taken. Collingwood better get a hurry or they're going to have a chance of winning this game. There's the ball out wide and we see the mark taken here by Taylor. Out there at half-forward, but a good distance down from goal. But they've got no one to take a mark up there in the full forward position. Flying high was Morwood. Lost sight of that completely. As again out for Morwood to kick it off the ground. Oh, there's a free kick nearly now. It's play on. As we see Strawn come out. Strong defensive play by Richmond. A good pick up by Rawlings down there. He goes for a pass. Rioli coming in front of Tony Shaw. Rioli, look at that for play. And is this fellow a magical player? As he goes for a pass. And Jess has got it in. He collected a near then, but he grabbed the mark. And the kick by Jess, looking for Taylor again in the front posse. He's got it. Oh, they're going to be in danger, these two, when the season gets further into the year. There it is. Look for him all the way. A beautiful pass and a very good mark indeed by Taylor going for goal number 4. Hasn't been on the target today. He's kicked 3 goals, 6. Well, if he kicks this one, you can put down your glasses about Richmond winning the game because they'll have it sewn up, I would say. There's the kick by Taylor. And that's off target. Luckily for Collingwood, keeps them back in the game. It's a point. So 16 and a half minutes nearly gone. 18, 14, 18, 102. Richmond to Collingwood, 10, 15, 75. A short pass by Cloak. And the ball marked here by Rains. A little short of half back, goes for a pass out wide. No one there for Collingwood. Chance now for Derek Shaw coming across to meet it as Mark Beers. He gets a hurried kick down there looking for Morwood. It bounces all right from a hand pass coming over to Neville Shaw. Gets the run of the ball the second time. A hand pass back to Banks. Banks had to spin away. He does. Runs to an open goal. Gives a hand pass to Moore. This is a goal for Shaw. That's 4 goals to Morwood. And Collingwood striking back again. 14-18, 102. Richmond to Collingwood 11-15, 81.
Well, good teamwork there on the forward line. We haven't seen too much of it from Collingwood today. Neville Shaw, good hand pass. On to Banks, avoided 2 players. Morwood made position well close to the goal square and put it through for his 4th goal. And so Collingwood again hanging in. But Richmond have answered the challenges so far. Can they do it again? 21 points the difference now in the final quarter after that 4th goal to Shane Morwood. Knocked away by Lee, picked up by Anea. In the road though is Phillips. 6 marks to Phillips. He's played fairly well. Now a chance for Miles. He streams downfield. Looking for Morwood again and Mark, safe grab. And looking for a 15-metre penalty. Umpire Kevin Smith not buying it. I don't know whether he'd get the distance from there. He's a fair way out. Collingwood's leading goal kicker. In fact, he's the only player on the Collingwood side to kick more than 1 goal. Maybe that says something. Morwood, 55 metres out. Just about gets the distance. Mark the Cloak. It's a 15-metre penalty. Goodness me, so he has to go back again.
Well, it might be better him having that shot than Cloak having the shot from that position, Pete, because he's not the greatest kick in the world, is he?
Well, from 15 metres out, I think just about anybody could kick it. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It's back with Morwood. I'm sure he'd prefer it the other way around. So Shane Morwood again. That's not a bad sort of a kick. The end result is a goal, so it doesn't matter. 5 goals to Shane Morwood. He's kicked the last 2 of the match. 14-18, 102 to 12-15, 87.
Just over the 19-minute mark, and it's only 15 points the difference. So if the Magpies are good enough and got enough run in their legs, they could still win this game.
Approaching the 19.5-minute mark. 102 to 87 at the MCG.
15 points the difference. Centre bounce. It'll be Derek Shaw against Big Lee, who hasn't been off the ball all day. There's Lee taking it out again. A hand pass, a beauty over to Anea. He's fed those little fellas beautifully today. Jess couldn't hold the mark. Grabbed by Miles, and he fumbles. tries to tap the ball over. Finally, Allen gets a hand pass back to Toomey, and the ball driven out there towards Rains on the wing position. Rains has got the mark, and Collingwood ready to go back into attack again. Oh, I think he gave Walsh one to go on with that time, but the umpire didn't see it. At the back is Moore. There's a go now for Banks. Shows a lot of dash. A hand pass over to Neville Shaw. A shot at goal. But he's off target. It's through for a point. Are the crowd on their feet at the moment? Around about 80,000. The Magpies bringing it alive again. 14 points the difference now. Everyone sitting on the edge of their seats. There's a free kick. Oh, there's a chance for Collingwood to get a goal here again. A free kick. That's two they've had now. Oh, the crowd, the Richmond crowd, not happy about that. So we see a chance here for little Neville Shaw. I think he might have been knocked out if he'd kicked the ball. Fires at the goals. And that's a goal. Oh, this has made it a hot game now. 2 goals to Shaw on the score. 14-18, 102 Richmond to Collingwood 13-15, 93. And
93 to 102 at the MCG. 21 and a quarter minutes gone. We've got a thriller on our hands now. Derek Shaw. Brown takes the hand pass at right half forward. Long up towards full forward. Williams! Oh, they got one high too.
Oh, they're back in business now, the Magpies, and now their tails up in the air too, Peter.
Let's watch the mark again. Good grab, and he got one on the way down from Strawn, but no 15-metre applicable. Williams, 20 metres out, close to the boundary line, as you can see. Shot at goal is off target, I feel. 1 point only when they badly needed a goal, but there's time for them to win it if they're good enough.
Difficult shot, that one, Pete, just the same.
It was 102 to 94. Strawn chips it out to the back pocket. Anea on the run. Tigers move the ball through Walsh. Not too far though. He fumbled. Brown. He's caught. Umpire Kevin Smith has adjudicated, and it will be a ball up. Well, what a thriller.
It was about a bit of play on the part of the Tigers then when a kick was badly needed, Pete, under pressure like that.
Yes, Walsh fumbled at the crucial moment, so Collingwood have the ball still on their forward line. Oh, beautiful intercept from Neville Shaw. Up the full forward, almost a grab to Beers. Socked away by Strawn. Picked up by Anea. Landy. Rolling to centre field. Palms it beautifully away from his opponent. Let's see if he can still get there. That's Allen. Right behind him on the boundary line. Rawlings. Still in play. Jess leading Phillips. But the ball now out of bounds and a boundary throw in at the 23-minute mark.
And the difference to only 8 points in favour of Richmond. So there's plenty of time for the Magpies if they're good enough. But it's down there on Richmond's half-forward on about 60 metres around from their goal. Knocked out by Shaw. A hurried kick down there by Allen. It's okay and marked by Brown. He's off like a rocket now. Gone for the long kick across to centre half forward. Well, they all miss. There's a go now for Norwood. He's in trouble. Oh, he actually threw that one back to Mark Beers, and the ball shot down there towards the full forward position. Kane dropped that mark. They pounce on him. He goes down. They pile on top of him, and the umpire said it'll be a ball up about 30 metres out from the Collingwood goal. Nearly a push in the back to Kane that time. 8 points the difference. Just on the 25-minute mark of this last quarter. And what a thriller this has been today. See Lee get the knockout again. Umpire still calling play on, then he decided to ball it up. Still about 35 metres out from the Collingwood goal, and they're trailing by 8 points. By golly, a goal here will put them all on fire here at the moment. They're sitting on the edge of their seats at the moment. Knocked out by Lee, hurried kick by Wall, back there to Riol. He takes the mark at half back. Decides to play on. It's a long kick across towards centre field, but there's Derek Shaw on his own. He takes an easy mark. Derek Shaw doesn't know where to go. He better get a bit of a hurry on, but he's got a 15-metre penalty. This brings him past the centre of the ground. He decides to go for the long kick up there towards the full forward position. Cloak going for the big mark here. Couldn't mark it. It's the deck. Williams on the thick of things, but isn't he always? And coming out with the ball is Landy. Goes for a skimmer along the ground. There's Anea on his own out there. Picks it up beautifully at half-back. Goes for a hand pass over to Jepp. And what a job he's done on Dacos. Put him out of business all day. Hand pass back to Jimmy Jess. Jess is looking for Taylor to make a lead, and Taylor's coming out now, but this is Egan at the back. And he's got the mark. No. Players call play on. Oh, golly, I reckon that was the mark. Oh, I thought that was the mark. crowd. Let's see that again. Egan at the back of the pack. Oh, that's just about a mark for mine.
Agree.
Oh, what a mistake that time, but Richmond still in front by 8 points. Just goes the big punch, picked up by Taylor. The ball back there towards Rains, trying to get the position, but Aeneas in the way. He's played pretty well this last quarter. Down goes Lee, the umpire's call play on. Aeneas gives a hand pass back there, and it's a long kick by Strawn. And it's a beautiful kick and a mark taken there by Rioli.
Williams in the hands of the trainers, doesn't look the goods at the moment. Magpie skipper in plenty of bother down there. Anyway, back with the play. We're in time on. The goal here would just about sew it up, I'd reckon. Rioli's shot is close. It's a goal! That could just about do it for the Tigers. A big smile from Maurice Rioli. 15-18, 108 to 13-16, 94.
Great goal that under pressure, Pete.
It certainly was. Let's
Beautiful
look at it
kick.
again.
Never looked like missing that one the moment it left his boot.
Rioli was pretty happy with it, and we just had to wait for the goal umpire. Williams still in the hands of the trainers. Play continues, 14 points the difference now. Should just about be enough for Richmond to win it. Beers, hurried hand pass over to Banks. Banks in turn up to Brown. Brown to right half forward and coming out the metre to Strawn. Doesn't get a favourable bounce. Well tackled is Williams. I don't think he knows where he is. Wall, beautiful tackle, Morwood. Williams at the Beers. Now there's Beers down there in the forward pocket. It's out of bounds, and Williams still looking very, very groggy.
Well, he won't go off the ground, Pete. They're trying to drag him off. They have been trying to get him off the ground.
I don't know what happened, but obviously he got a very heavy knock. Derek Shaw contesting with Mark Lee. Neither get an effective tap out. Stewart, Rollings. Stewart again, if he gets the bounce, he does, and he's well shepherded. Away he goes. Up towards centre wing. Knocked away from Egan by Taylor. Neville Shaw at left half forward. Up towards the full forward position, and a great mark taken by Morwood in front of Peart. Shane Morwood has kicked 5 goals so far. 27.5 minutes gone. Final quarter. I think time will just about beat the Magpies. Morwood's kick into the 10-metre square. In fact, it is through for a score. It's one behind, says the goal umpire, and that makes the difference now. 108 to 95, 13 points in favour of the Tigers.
And we're just on the 8-minute mark of this 28-minute mark, I should say. I bet Collingwood fans wish it was the 8-minute mark, but they've certainly played a lot better in this quarter, Collingwood. But the Tigers have bounced back, and they're hanging in there at the moment. There's Jess flying for the mark. Couldn't hold that one. Mark Beers couldn't pick it up. And there's France. He's played a great game. Gets a hand pass out to Stewart. The ball shot back towards the wing position. A good mark. No, he didn't pay the mark to Phillips. He's grabbed by Egan. Taps the ball. He threw it out. Scooped it out. The umpire said the free kick will go to Egan out there on the wing position. 13 points the difference in favour of the Tigers. Just on 28.5 minutes gone. So time running out for Collingwood. A hand pass coming over to Jess. He'll look for Taylor again, making a lead here. But he's ignored that one. Had a long shot himself, and it's through for a point. So it's 14 points the difference now.
70,899, the official attendance today at the MCG.
Well, we said round about the 80,000 mark. A short pass coming up here now. Over to Cloak. Another one out wide. A chance for Toomey to mark. He drops that one. But it's picked up nicely by little Tony Shaw out there on the centre wing position. A long kick over the half-forward line. And a great mark taken in defence there by Jeff. And what a job he's done today, this fellow. He's really put Dacos out of business. I don't think Dacos has had more than about 5 kicks for the day. No wonder Collingwood have been struggling up forward as the hand pass comes out now wide to Wall. Wall out there on that wing position will give it back now to Rollings. Rollings a hand pass over to Mervyn Kane. Kane goes for the long kick, looking up there for Taylor, but he's out of position. There's a good mark taken there by the Collingwood vice captain David Cloak. Over to Neville Shaw, a hand pass coming back here to Brown. Brown's clearing. Down there towards that half-forward line. Derek Shaw flies high. Couldn't take the mark. Now Williams has a putt shot at the goals. It's getting towards the goal square, but there's plenty of Tiger defenders there, and it's picked up quite easily by Land. He's got a ton of time to do something with this one. He goes for a pass, and he's found Mark Lee there round about the centre half-back position. Hasn't been off the ball all day, Mark Lee. He's played a great game as he gives a short pass out to Winnie, and he's been a pretty handy player, this fella, too. I'll tell you that now.
30 minutes gone in the quarter.
That's his 23rd. This is his 23rd kick, Peter.
And near towards right half forward. He's looking for Jess. A good target to aim at, and what a mark! Great mark to the Ghost. 8 marks to Jimmy Jess and 19 kicks. So those stats would just about make him best on the ground.
Yeah, Taylor's played a fairly good game on him. Just the Phillips, I mean, Pete.
He's looking for Taylor. He's found him. Good mark to Taylor, who has kicked 3 goals. There's the siren. I think Taylor will have a shot very quickly. It needed to be a good kick to make it from there. It won't make the distance. And the final score.
Used to each other and combining as a side.
You were, I guess, very happy with your own form. I asked Royce Hart who was the best 2 Richmond players. He said Tim Jepp and Peter Francis, but not necessarily in that order.
No, well, you know, I thought up until today I'd been struggling a little bit to find form, and, you know, I thought I'd need to pull one out of the hat really to stay in the side.
I was worried all day, to be quite honest, knowing that Collingwood are a good side and they're renowned for coming back. And I think they did that against Geelong last week. They came back hard and we expected it. And, you know, they didn't let us down. They did come back and we were able to stave it off.
You're strung together 3 pretty good wins now against the reigning premiers, beating the Swans in Sydney and today. What's made the difference?
Probably time, Peter. I think we've starting to develop a lot of confidence amongst one another. We're developing with the confidence as credibility, but you know, I don't like to pull the side around too much. We allow them to settle in and to play their game, and they're responding on the player side.
Tiger coach Mike Patterson. Time now for our